Hello my patients, hello traders, Doc here. New week started, so we will see what happened so far and also some trades that I took. If you like these weekly reviews, please like and subscribe so I can continue to make more. First thing that I want to show you this week is that we have a very strong bullish move for dollar. This is dollar index or DXY, and we can see this very strong bullish move. Well, actually this is Monday and this is Tuesday. Anyway, very strong start of the week. But keep in mind that here we have a resistance zone. First trade of the week that I took and also shared in my VIP group is Euro-Dollar trade. This is a daily chart and here we can see strong bearish move because as we previously saw, US dollar went up. So this bearish move for Euro-Dollar is very reasonable. We can see that price failed to break this previous high, formed a very strong bearish candlestick that broke this bullish trend line, and also price broke this resistance zone. Basically we can call this zone a significant zone because it acted as a resistance here and here. Price broke it and then this zone acted as a support. Now we have this significant zone that price also broke. Maybe there will be some opportunities to enter a sell trade once price goes back to potentially retest this zone. As we can see here, we have this very simple chart. We have downtrend. This is 5-minute time frame. Price formed lower low, lower high, went down to test this previous low. It didn't break it here, but we can see that price formed a new lower high. Eventually, price broke this support zone and that is when I decided to enter a sell trade. We also have stochastic RSI sell indication and that gave me another confirmation to enter a sell trade, and as we can see, price continued to go down. So basically this was another surgeon entry trade. It was very precise and this trade ended in solid profit. But what is important here is that I recognize this downtrend. Here we can see these very nice and clean candlesticks, no weak rejections, no big battles between bulls and bears. So once I saw this bearish engulfing candlestick formation, new lower high, stochastic RSI sell indication, I decided to enter a sell trade. I exited here because price missed my take profit for 2 pips, and honestly I became impatient and I just wanted to exit this trade and close it in profit. Yes, I should have waited because we can see that price eventually went down to hit my take profit, but when I see something like this, I just want to close it. So once I see price moving very near my take profit but keeps missing it, that is usually where I will exit because I cannot take this and I am frightened by the fact that price can just reverse and basically go back to hit break even or even stop loss. But anyway, to exit with 2 or 3 less pips, that is perfectly fine. Then we can see that price continued to go down and here we had a second very good opportunity to enter a sell trade. I didn't trade here because I had other trades that I will show you soon, but why was this very good opportunity to enter a sell trade? Well, again, we have downtrend, we have new resistance here, we have aggressive bearish move. Price then formed this pullback to retest this previous low and also stochastic RSI sell indication. We have bearish engulfing candlestick formation and that was perfect timing to enter a sell trade, put stop loss above these candlesticks and aim for very good risk reward ratio. We can see that price continued to go down, so at the end of the day, this was very good opportunity that I missed. Now the second trade that I opened is with US dollar Swiss franc. This is 5-minute time frame and here we have uptrend. We have higher highs and also higher lows. But again, what's very important here is the fact that we have these nice clean candlesticks without massive weak rejections and without major battles between bulls and bears. So we have this very solid uptrend, price then formed pullback, new higher low, retested this previous higher high, formed bullish engulfing candlestick pattern, and we have stochastic RSI buy indication. I decided to enter a buy trade, but we can see that price started to move very slowly. As we can see here, these moves are very slow and I just didn't want to keep this trade anymore. First, I closed my Euro-Dollar trade in profit and then I decided to close this trade at minor profit because I didn't want to see bearish move that can stop me out and basically take the profits that I previously had on Euro-Dollar. So I guess you can say that I panicked here, but anyway, when I saw these very slow moves, I decided to close it and that was it. I don't regret my decision. Eventually we can see that price continued to go up, missed my take profit, but as we can see here, it went up again to hit my take profit. So you can say that it was a mistake that I closed this trade because price eventually went up to hit take profit, but what I wanted to see is stronger bullish move to catch this momentum and this uptrend, and that didn't happen. So once I saw that bulls are not very strong here, I decided to close. After that, I opened new trade on New Zealand dollar Japanese yen. Again, this is 5-minute time frame and what we have here is a very aggressive bearish move. Price then formed this slow bullish pullback and also created this flag pattern. We can see that price retested this previous support and then broke our flag pattern. After that, price formed this very strong bearish move, small pullback, and that is where I decided to enter a sell trade. I decided to put my stop loss above this zone and to aim for good risk reward ratio. We can see that price started to go down, so this was a very good entry, but soon after we got this strong bullish move. Price failed to break this previous low and then formed this strong bullish move and eventually broke our bearish trend line. So once price started to go up, that is when I decided to exit. I closed this trade in minor loss with minus 5 pips. After that, we can see that price formed this new resistance zone. It failed to break it multiple times, and eventually we can see that price continued to go down. Now if you go on 15-minute time frame, we can see that price went down to eventually hit my take profit. So again, you can say that I made a mistake by closing this trade, but anyway, it took too much time for the price to go down, and I also didn't want to keep this trade overnight. By looking at this chart, it's much easier to say why I closed this trade. Price started to go down, but then formed these weak rejections and strong bullish move. So at that point, I decided to exit. I don't think that this was a bad decision, but a certainly better decision was to move stop loss to break even. I didn't do that, so I paid the price of minus 5 pips, which is not very high price, so I'm okay with this trade. Now I want to show you this beautiful trade on British pound Canadian dollar that reminds me of my nurse because it's so beautiful. And I also took this beautiful trade on my FundedNext account. Hello, tell me more about FundedNext Stellar Instant account.
Absolutely. The FundedNext Stellar Instant account lets you start trading immediately without any challenge or evaluation phase. You purchase the FundedNext account directly and gain instant access to live market conditions. This model is perfect for confident traders who want to trade right away and earn performance-based rewards from day one. You can withdraw rewards anytime after reaching a 5% growth, and there are no daily loss limits, giving you full control over your risk. Would you like details on account sizes or how to withdraw rewards?
I would like to know more about trailing stop loss.
Certainly. In the Stellar Instant account, FundedNext uses a trailing drawdown method instead of the usual balance-based drawdown. This means your maximum loss limit moves up as your account equity grows, trailing behind your highest equity point. It helps protect your profits by allowing your drawdown limit to adjust dynamically rather than being fixed at the initial balance. This approach gives you more flexibility and encourages consistent growth. Would you like me to explain how this differs from other account models?
Not for now, thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure assisting you. Have a fantastic day.
Again, we have this cleaner chart, no massive weak rejections, no big fights, and it's a clean chart that we can trade. There was some fight between bulls and bears, but it ended quickly because bulls won. Basically, we can say that price formed this double bottom chart pattern, broke the neckline, and continued to go up with this massive bullish move. Now, what we want to see after aggressive bullish move, that's right, I said this a million times, we want to see slow pullback. That slow pullback occurred, price retested this previous key zone, and we also have stochastic RSI buy indication, and we have nice bullish engulfing candlestick formation. So as you can see, this is not very complicated, it's actually very simple, but the key thing here is to recognize right market conditions to trade. Once you see messy charts with strong bullish and bearish moves, with big candlesticks, with weak rejections, that is what you want to avoid. Don't let anybody tell you that you can trade this with some strategy. There is no strategy that you can trade on a shitty market. So what happened next is this very strong bullish move that easily hit my take profit. So far this week is great. We continued on our profitable path and hopefully we will end this week in profit. We have 3 more days of this week and I will update you soon with new trades and new analysis. This Wednesday I took this beautiful trade on British pound Japanese yen. I also share this in my VIP group. So first thing that we have here is uptrend. We can see here series of higher highs and higher lows. If we use trendline, we will easily see that we can connect all these higher lows. Also, what we have here is a significant zone. This zone acted as a resistance here and then support here. So once price went back to test this zone and also this bullish trend line, I decided to enter a buy trade. Now this bearish move here is not exactly what I want to see. As I mentioned many times before, after aggressive bullish move in an uptrend, we want to see slow bearish pullback. This pullback was not very slow, it had the same intensity as this previous bullish move. But the thing here is that price tested this confluence zone. So once price tested this zone with this bullish engulfing candlestick formation and also we have stochastic RSI buy indication, I decided to enter a buy trade, share my signal, put stop loss below this zone and aim for a good risk reward ratio. We can see that price easily went up to hit my take profit. So this is another very beautiful trade. Obviously I'm very happy with this trade, but there was one very good opportunity that I missed and I want to show it now. This is euro dollar and here we have this nice downtrend. Also what's very important, we have these nice clean movements without massive weak rejections and with these very strong bearish candlesticks. If you look closely, you will see these slow bullish pullbacks, which is exactly what we want to see in a downtrend. So once price formed this bullish pullback to test this zone here, it was a very good opportunity to enter a sell trade. We can see here this very nice bearish engulfing candlestick formation and of course we have stochastic RSI sell indication. So this was a great place to enter a sell trade, but unfortunately I missed it. It was a good move to enter here, put stop loss above this zone and aim for a good risk-reward ratio, and as we can see, price formed this massive bearish move. This Thursday I decided to trade British pound Japanese yen again, but as we can see here, it didn't work out. So what we have here? Well, first we have this very nice bullish trend. Price then formed this pullback, easily broke this previous high, and then formed this very slow bearish pullback. So once I spotted this, I wanted to wait for a bullish reaction. And as we can see, price reacted to this previous high with these very nice bullish candlesticks. Also, we have stochastic RSI buy indication, and I decided to enter a buy trade. This strategy is not perfect, of course, and it will not work 100% of the time, just like any other, but there is an actual reason why this trade didn't work. And to find that reason, we have to scale on a 1 hour time frame. Now we are on a 1 hour time frame, and what we have here is this very nice resistance zone. Somehow, even I don't know why, but I missed this resistance zone. It is clear that this zone acted as a resistance multiple times in the past. So we can easily say that this is a strong resistance zone. Obviously, you don't want to buy when price is testing a resistance zone, just like you don't want to sell when price is testing support zone. So this here was a big mistake on my part. For some reason, I didn't notice this resistance zone, and this trade resulted in loss. When we have important resistance like this one, it is very reasonable to expect to see some kind of a bearish reaction. That doesn't mean that price will react to this resistance and go down like this, but it is definitely not a good idea to buy here. We have to wait for some kind of a reaction because it is very likely that that reaction will occur, and it did occur here. Price formed this bearish reaction, but after that we can see another bullish move. Price broke this resistance and then formed this nice strong bullish move again. It's not like I wasn't patient enough, it's just the fact that I didn't notice this resistance zone. We can see that price eventually formed this bullish move, but it meant nothing to me because price stopped me out first. So it was much better idea to wait for the price to break this 1 hour resistance zone and then look for the opportunities to buy. The next trade that I took is this sell trade on British pound Canadian dollar. Here we can see this nice bearish move. Price went up to retest this significant zone, and we also had stochastic RSI. I should have entered earlier, probably around here, but anyway I decided to enter here and put stop loss above this zone and above this VIX here. And that was a very good decision because we can see that price tested this previous high but failed to break it. Price was very messy here. We can see that this entry level was not ideal, but stop loss placement was very good, so price eventually went down to hit take profit. But once price formed this bearish move here, I decided to move stop loss to break even, and I also said in my VIP group that traders can close this trade if they want. So some traders closed here and took this profit, some traders moved stop loss to break even like I did, so this trade ended with no profits and no loss for me, but for some traders it ended with profit. Eventually, as we can see, price formed this bearish move, so it was a good idea to look to sell British pound Canadian dollar today. I also want to show you the one trade that I skipped, but there is a reason why I decided to skip that trade. That is British pound Swiss franc trade. What we have here is a downtrend, and price created this significant zone. It acted as a support here and resistance here. Then again it acted as a resistance, and finally again. So once price formed this bearish reaction here, I was very close to open this trade, but I decided to skip it. And the reason why I decided to skip this trade is because here we can see these messy moves. As you can see, we don't have very clean moves like on the previous examples. Here we have these consolidation areas like this one and also like this one. If you look closely, we will see multiple weak rejections here and here and here. We can say that we have a bearish move, then bullish move, then these weak rejections, then very strong bullish move, then very strong bearish move, then slow bullish move, then weak rejections, again weak rejections, and then aggressive bullish move. So if you look at this, it looks very messy and it's not the best market to trade. So because of that, I decided to skip this trade, but we can see that price eventually went down to hit take profit. So this would have been a nice trade, but I decided to skip it, and I had my reasons to believe that this here is not great entry level. I didn't know if price was about to repeat these sudden bullish and bearish moves with massive weak rejections. It's Friday now, and I will look for some good opportunities, 1 or maybe 2 trades, and I will update you at the end of the day. Okay traders, it's Friday now and the market will close very soon. We took 3 more trades that I will show you right now. First trade that we took this day is British pound Canadian dollar. What we have here is a strong downtrend, price then formed this pullback, strong bearish candlestick, and also stochastic RSI sell indication. This is where I decided to enter a sell trade, but as we can see it didn't work out. I wasn't patient enough because this pullback here is a strong pullback. Anyway, this looked to me like a solid opportunity. We can see that bulls tried to push the price up again, but with a much slower move. So that was a good indication that bulls are not very strong. So it was much better idea to enter somewhere around here. Anyway, what happened next is this very strong bullish move, and this is a reaction to the news. We had NFP today, so basically this messy move occurred all across the market. For some pairs, it formed this very strong bullish move, and for some pairs, it formed a very strong bearish move. So this here is nothing unusual for the first Friday of the month, because that's when NFP news are released. So we got very aggressive bullish move here, and then price formed this very slow bearish move. Once price retested this previous resistance and formed this strong bullish reaction and broke this bearish trend line, I decided to enter a buy trade. Also, we have stochastic RSI buy indication. But again, as we can see, it didn't work out. So it was not a good idea to trade this pair today. My entry here was late, but anyway, I was confident with this trade because I moved stop loss below this zone and I was expecting to see some kind of a bullish move here. But we can see that bears quickly took the control and pushed the price down. Luckily, we recovered from this trade very quickly. This is a final trade of the week, and this is on British pound Swiss franc. So again, what we have here is a strong bearish move. Price then formed this pullback, failed to break this low. Then we got this reaction. Bulls tried to push the price up again, but failed to break this previous high. So once price formed these weak rejections and this strong bearish candlestick, I decided to enter a sell trade. And also here we had stochastic RSI sell indication. If you look closely, we will also see that price broke this bullish trend line, so that was additional reason to believe that price will go down. And as we can see, that is exactly what happened. Price formed this strong bearish move and hit my take profit. So we quickly recovered from a previous loss, and this was a great way to end the week with profit. Basically, we had 4 big wins, 3 big losses, 1 minor win, 1 minor loss, and 1 break-even trade. So these are solid results, and we continued on a profitable path from a previous week. Hopefully next one will be even better, and also I will try not to make same mistakes that I made this week. This weekend I will prepare for the next week and share my analysis in my Telegram channel. If you like this video, please like and subscribe so I can continue to make more. Thank you for watching and trade healthy. See you in the next video. Bye bye.